Hi Capricorn, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Today is your 2016 year ahead general tarot reading. I'm really excited to do this. I've just completed Virgo. Scorpio is all in the bag. Just to let you know what I'm using for these readings, I am using my, let's have a look. It's alright. I don't deal in reversals usually, so wherever I see a reversal, I hate it. If I've got to deal in them, I'll deal in them, but otherwise I'd rather not. Anyway, this is my miniature Rider-Waite deck. Now, I use the miniature one because sometimes the table that I work from downstairs, I haven't moved home, by the way. Somebody said congratulations on moving home. Usually I record from my bedroom, okay, because it's just easier and it's quieter, but sometimes I find that if all of the family is out, it's just easier for me then to record in our lovely big dining room. And using a smaller deck just gives me a little bit more space. Sorry, to manoeuvre the nasty fly flying there. Okay, so I'm going to let you know how I do these readings, Capricorn. I do them in chunks, so I'll tackle January through to March, then April through to June, then July through to September, and then October through to December. Okay, so they're done in quarters, 4 quarters of the year, and I will do 2 cards to represent each month. But I don't read in terms of, well, in January to March, January this is going to happen, February this is going to happen, March. I kind of do it as a collective because I realise that these energies can kind of be a bit topsy-turvy and move themselves around. So I kind of do the reading all in one, if that makes sense to you, for the 3 months with 6 cards. I also use another deck of cards, another deck of Rider-Waite. I use my Radiant Rider-Waite cards, okay, and I shuffle the cards and I ask the universe what is their general advice for you guys from the period January through to March, and then I'll shuffle again and find out what the general energy will be for the other months and blah, 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 blah. And then at the end of the reading, I shuffle my angel cards. It's my Angel Power Tarot cards by the lovely Dorian Virtue, and I'll ask the angels just to give a blanket advice for the whole of the year. Okay, I hope that makes sense, and we'll try and keep the reading really compact. So it's just a general overview. So I'm just going to shuffle and hone in now, Capricorn. So universe, spirit, angels, Lord, please give me the advice for Capricorn. I need you to show me what will happen for these guys, Sun, Moon and Rising signs during January through to March. I need April through to June. I need July through to September. And I need October through to December 2016. So show me Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Show me Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Okay, so I've meditated on the cards. I'll split the deck into 3. Collect it back up again. Right, we're going to lay down our first 6 cards. Okay. And I'm just going to shuffle these. Universe, Spirit, Lord, Angels, just give me the advice card, please, for Capricorn between January and March 2016. What advice do you have for the Capricorns, please? January through to March 2016. Show me the advice that you have for Capricorn, please. January through to March 2016. Show me the advice, please, for Capricorn. January through to March. Oh, one just fell out. Knight of Swords. Okay, we'll see how this factors in. Right. You know, somebody said to me, or sent me a comment the other day saying, why doesn't Capricorn ever have a good reading on your channel? You know, it's a difficult one because I'm just the reader and I meditate on the cards and I try and just keep a very neutral thought process going through. It's interesting because we have somebody walking away from something in between January and March, Capricorn. We've got the Queen of Swords here, but she seems to be beckoning this person on the Eight of Cups. It's like they've had enough of something. It's like they're walking away from something that they no longer invested in. That's what your Eight of Cups does. It's someone who is walking away from a situation that they're no longer invested in, that they've kind of had enough of. It's something that wasn't working out for them, something that was kind of disjointed, imbalanced. It's funny because neither of these are you. They're cups. The cups are Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian, and the Queen of Swords are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's making a decision. Okay, so if we were to look at them as energies rather than people, though I'm pretty certain these are people because we've got the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and also the King of Wands showing up. And it is also funny how we have the Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, and we've got two cup cards here as well. I feel that between January and March, it could be a case of, for some of you Capricorn people, that you have been indecisive about something. So you might lose out on an opportunity with something if you're not careful, which could potentially see you feeling quite sad about it potentially, because this Queen of Swords, if you look at her, she holds her hand out, but yet she puts her sword up. And the general idea about this lady is that she is a very decisive character. You know, once she makes a decision, she makes a decision, but she can also be a very angry character. She can also be someone who is quite, to me, when I look at that figure and I look at that kind of imagery, to me it just screams indecisive, because why is she hanging out her hand and yet putting up her sword at the same time? It's like, I want you, but then I don't want you at the same time. So I feel that between January and March 2016, it's almost like the cards are saying, you know, you've got to be decisive. Okay, you've got to be decisive, Capricorn, because you could end up losing out on something if you're not. That's what I'm generally feeling around those two cards. It could also represent people in your life. So maybe for some of you guys, you're so indecisive about a relationship or whether you want something or not, that you could see a Scorpio, Pisces or Cancerian person walking away, potentially. If this is you walking away, maybe you're walking away from someone who's kind of not committed enough. Okay, so I'm seeing potentially for some of you guys, somebody is walking away from something through lack of commitment. If this is you guys who aren't committed enough, you know, the cards are really saying to you, you need to kind of show that you're committed to something. You know, stop being kind of procrastinating on stuff. I'm seeing a lot of procrastination within those cards. The procrastination comes through this. It's because you've got your barriers up, okay? It's telling you to let your barriers down. There is lack of indecision here because you've got barriers up. You're afraid of getting hurt, okay? And it's telling you to let down those guards because you've got guards up, Capricorn. I do see you losing out on something either way. If this is you walking away, you've lost out on it. If it's you that's indecisive, you've lost out on it. Either way, somebody's walking away from something that they are emotionally uninvested in. They're no longer invested in that situation, and that's because it's a lack of action. This person here, and this person here is the same person on that Queen of Swords. Can you see that? They're both sword cards. It shows to me that it could be that you've been letting your head rule your heart too much. You're too afraid to give in to something, too afraid to get hurt, too afraid to let down your guard. Two of Swords lady doesn't let down her guard, and the Queen of Swords is indecisive about stuff. I always see her as indecisive. I know that she's classed as being a very decisive character, but her actions on the card say two things to me. It's almost, she's giving mixed signals. So it could be through mixed signals that you lose out on something here. You've not defined yourself enough. We also see the, and it's funny how we see the Queen of Cups turning her back on this person in the Two of Swords. So both times, these Cups characters are turning their back on something here. The Eight of Cups guy turns his back on the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Cups turns her back on the Two of Swords lady here. So it's almost like somebody's had enough. So through the first 3 months, I'm afraid to say I do see you losing out on something here if you're not careful. It's a warning, I feel those cards are. You need to make your mind up whether you want something or not. If you're going to make a commitment to something, you need to make it wholeheartedly. Final two cards are showing us the King of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, there could be characters. King of Wands would be your Aries, Leo or Sagittarius male. Could be female because it's a general reading. He turns his back on this Wheel of Fortune, so he turns his back on change, I'm seeing here. But I'm also seeing, if we were just to read it as an energy, that being confident, being assertive, being committed, because the King of Wands is often committed to making things happen, because he is Wands, he's fire, he's energy, he's the epitome of the court cards, he's the king, so he incorporates all of the facets of the page, the knight and the queen. All of those things, being happy, being confident, being alive, means that things change, because we have the Wheel of Fortune next, okay? All right, the King of Wands does not face the Wheel of Fortune, but it doesn't really matter. If I were to read these as two separate energies, I would put them together as saying that being assertive, being confident, being energetic, being fiery, being ready to tackle anything will lead to good fortune. So it's almost like the reading to me is saying, if you procrastinate, you lose in those 3 months. If you wait, you lose. If you cut yourself off from your own luck, you lose. All right? So during January to March, what I'm seeing in those cards is potentially for you guys, some of you guys, you're either losing out on something or you're walking away from something. I feel it might be you guys losing out on something because of the court card that's showing here as your advice card. The advice card is saying go for it. It's saying you don't have a moment to lose. It's saying use your head. Okay? I know that I said with the Queen of Swords she uses her head too much. It's a head and heart decision for her. She wants it, but then she doesn't want it. But really, this card is saying that if you want something, this reading is saying if you want something, if you're passionate enough about it, what is it that you're letting stand in your way? You're letting something stand in your way, Capricorn, during January through to March. And the Knight of Swords is saying go for it. Just bloody well go for it. Be courageous enough. Be brave enough. Be confident enough and just go, okay? So if somebody is inviting you to take a risk with something, to take a new job on, and you've not done it before, and because you're fearing it, you won't go for it, or you're giving mixed messages. If somebody's saying, I want to get involved with you, and you keep putting them off, and you keep saying yes, and then you keep saying no, and then you keep saying yes, then you keep saying no, you're going to lose it in the end. And this card is really, as your advice card, saying, even if you lack confidence, if inside you know that there is a part of you that should go for something, then go for it. To hell with it, just go for it. You only live once, or else you'll end up losing it. Okay? That's what I'm seeing for your first 3 months. That is the general advice at the moment for the first 3 months, that you could lose out on something through procrastination. Don't procrastinate, just do. Also, I'm seeing just blocking yourself off from your own goodness. Okay, because that Queen of Cups is a very dreamy character. She's also very intuitive. She's very creative. But it's almost like you're blocking off your own talent in a way. And I feel that, you know, people will be less invested in you as a person if you don't open up more. So that's what I'm seeing. Open up. Don't be afraid to go for things. Be confident. Be brave. Be courageous. Let's have a look what's coming up for the next 3 months. So we're looking at April through to June. Universe, Spirit, give me the advice card. Give me the advice card, please, for Capricorn between April and June 2016. Give me the advice card between April and June for Capricorn during 2016. I need April through to June 2016. What is your advice, please? Okay. One fell out quite clearly, 5 of Wands. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, Capricorn, is there is... I feel that you're going to be working hard, but I do feel that there will be some burdens around your work for some reason, because we do have that 10 of Wands. And we also do have the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is usually a job. It's something that you're focusing on. It's working really, really hard. I do feel with that 10 of Wands sitting next door to this card that there will be some form of stress. I feel that you will be carrying a load, potentially within a new job that you go into, Capricorn. I do feel that you may want to give it up at some stage. That's what I'm sensing here. But I really feel that you need to just sort of continue. This is you guys on this card, Capricorn, because you are Pentacles. So this is clearly you guys working really, really hard. Okay. But I'm sensing that you shouldn't give up on stuff. All right. Because it's quite difficult, or there might be a lot of stress through that. I feel that there'll almost be a lack of kind of opening up about anything that's difficult for you during these next 3 months. It's almost like you want to conceal how you're really feeling, and you're kind of burying your head in something here. You're not opening up. You're just ploughing away. I do feel there'll be something that happens within your work that might be a little bit difficult for you to handle or deal with. I feel that your stress levels might be a bit high. I'm not saying that as a medical thing, Capricorn. I'm just saying that you are shouldering some responsibility here, I feel. And you're shouldering it kind of on your own, and you're not willing to open up about it for some reason. But there is the shouldering of responsibility. I think it's going to be in a work situation. I'm seeing with the next card, we've got 6 of Cups. And also the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is usually a card about kind of not being able to let go. And it's the card of kind of shouldering a lot of mental burden. And I feel that that would really run in tandem with this 10 of Wands here. You're shouldering a lot of burden. Sometimes the 10 of Wands is often just so many things on your plate, so many responsibilities, work, money, family, husband, wife, children. I feel that there's a lot of responsibility here, and I feel that you're working hard to put food on the table, and I feel that it might be taking its toll with you, because we've got this 8 of Swords here. So when I said that I felt before that you weren't opening up about something, this is where I feel that you're not being able to open up about stuff, okay? And I feel that it is to do with children as well, because we do have that 6 of Cups. I feel that a lot of this stuff will be around children. There's going to be a lot of kind of trying to fit everything and everyone in. That's what I'm feeling here. It could also be that for some of you guys, you have a partner who might be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. maybe they are shouldering a lot of stuff here. Because we do have this Ten of Wands. This could be literally a fire sign, male or female in your life, and maybe both of you are working so hard to make a success out of your lives. But there's a lot of kind of, maybe for some of you guys, you don't have time for each other during those 3 months, you and your partner, because we do have this Eight of Swords here, which is literally kind of being trapped or bound in something and not knowing a way out. I feel a lot of you guys are maybe also thinking about the past. There might be something from your past that's haunting you or you're thinking about quite intrinsically. It could literally be somebody coming back from your past as well that you're really confused about maybe. But I feel that there's a lot of kind of, I feel that this is almost like a family thing that's happening here with you guys during April through to June 2016. I do feel it's going to be centered around children and a lot of responsibility, okay? I feel it will be either, there's a lot of responsibility with you and your partner. You're both kind of focusing on your work and not focusing on each other, because we see two characters here that are very focused on things. It's almost like they're concealing themselves from looking up or looking straight ahead, and they're just looking into what they're doing. So it could be two characters who are really focused on that, and they're not focusing maybe on the things that really matter in their lives. They're just focusing on the material element maybe of life. And for some of you guys, it will be literally there's probably a lot of stress in your work, which is causing this Eight of Swords situation here. You're blocking something to do with children out, or the past, or something like that. You're even probably blocking out joy, because the Six of Cups can be a card of joy, happiness, childhood, naivety. For some of you guys, it could also be not seeing the bigger picture of something or someone. Because I noticed on the Ten of Wands, this person is literally burying their head. So they're hiding from something here. They're hiding from the truth. Maybe you're wanting to kind of just make out that everything's okay within those 3 months, whether that's in a relationship, a job, or whatever. Okay, you're hiding from something. You're wishing to remain naive, because I see concealment in 3 cards here. Ten of Wands to a certain extent, the Eight of Pentacles, and also the Eight of Swords. So there's real kind of inner focus going on here, but you're not opening up to something. You're not seeing the bigger picture. You're not seeing the greater picture. I see almost being afraid to face up to something here. Definitely within this Ten of Wands and also the Eight of Swords. Two cards that show concealment. And not wishing to look up, but wishing to bury your head in something, hiding from something. I see that some of you guys may be focused on money during those 3 months, because we've got the Seven of Pentacles here. So it's you might be waiting for some money to come in, or you might be waiting for the fruits of your labour. So you might be waiting for something to harvest, the crops to harvest. Maybe you're putting maybe the work that you've done within the Eight of Pentacles, you're waiting to come through with that Seven of Pentacles, because the Eight of Pentacles is the hard work that you put into something, and the Seven of Pentacles is the reward. So you're waiting for something to come to fruition financially wise, maybe. I'm seeing a potential home move. But I also see that whatever it is that you're waiting on with that Seven of Pentacles is going to come in for you, because we have the Knight of Wands looking directly over at that Seven of Pentacles. So it's almost like saying it's arrived. Whenever I see that Knight of Wands facing another person on a card, it almost says to me it's arrived. It's coming. Or this could literally be where you're so focused on something, or procrastinating on something, or waiting. Someone's giving you a kick up the ass with that Knight of Wands to tell you to get a move on. Okay? Because I do see a lot of burying yourself. Ten of Wands, Eight of Swords. There's a lot of burying and self-concealment in these. You're hiding from something, and it's almost like that Knight of Wands is trying to push you. It's trying to push you to face something, I feel, within those 3 months. Five of Wands is showing as your advice card. So there could be, this does talk of petty arguments. I really feel that it's more blocked energy going on there. So the universe is telling you that you need to release something that's blocked. Okay? And I do see a lot of blockage cards here. 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands. You're not looking up and you're not focusing on the bigger picture of something here, and it's telling you that you need to release, Capricorn. Okay? Whatever it is that is blocking you, or that you are so focused on, or that you're not opening up to, in those 3 months, you're going to have to open up to it. Okay? Because there's a lot of blocked emotion here going on for you guys in those 3 months. Okay? Let's have a look at what's going on for timing. I'm trying to keep these readings as short as possible, but sometimes it's difficult because you've got to kind of explain what you see. Let's have a look what's going on for July through to September. You know, you shouldn't shoot the messenger, Capricorn, okay? Because I've had a couple of people say, as I said, oh, why don't you ever, why aren't your readings on your channel ever good for Capricorn? I can't help it what cards come up. I just can't, and I don't like people having a go at me. I just, I don't like it because what comes up, and then it makes me feel guilty, and I don't like that because it's just what comes up. The tarots are guidance tools. It's up to you how you want to play your life, okay? Don't ever, ever, ever have a tarot reading and expect that that is just your life. It's not. The tarots are here to give you guidance. So if you know what potentially could be coming in, it's up to you to change it. Though these readings will only stay on point if you do nothing to change things. So if you carry on with your life the way that it's going, this will unfold for you. But if you make conscious efforts to change stuff within your life, because you are the author of your life, you are the driver of your life. So you are the person that makes the changes, not the tarot. They can only guide and advise you that if things don't change, if you make no changes, this is potentially what could happen. All right? So don't go mouthing off at me, guys, okay? And saying, you always give us bad readings. I don't always give you bad readings. It's up to you. All right? Okay. We've got justice showing here. Along with the 5 of Wands. I'll juggle an advice card afterwards. Justice is a brilliant card because it means that you're anything that you want to come in will. It means that there is a cycle. All right, it means a cycle of events. Something's coming to a close. Decisions are made. Closed books. Justice, usually when that's in a reading, it means that things are going to be in your favour. Now, I feel that potentially it could be something to do with the last 3 months, but this 5 of Swords here is one of conflict. It's one of somebody winning or losing. I feel you guys are going to be the winners though, because it shows somebody being defeated, and along with that justice card, this means to me it's a good victory. So I do see some form of a victory coming in for you guys between July and September 2016. We also have the Page of Wands, which is good news. Okay, 2 pages in a reading can sometimes mean worries. So for some of you guys, we do have the Page of Wands and we do have that Page of Swords. So there is potentially some worry happening here, okay? It could be potentially with that Justice and the 5 of Swords. Even though I've said that there's going to be potentially for some of you a good victory, if I were to read it the other way, it would mean that there's justice there, but someone's going to try and kind of take that justice away from you, or try and not make it happen, or try and kind of do something where it doesn't materialise. And I feel that with that Page of Wands and Page of Swords, where it can be about a kind of worrying, not very nice situation happening, yeah, it could mean something like a worrisome situation here, I feel. Alternatively, Justice, Five of Swords, this could be you guys gaining victory or gaining the upper hand on maybe a situation that was worrisome. What concerns me most, though, is this Three of Swords, Capricorn, and the Nine of Swords. There is some definite worry here over maybe a separation or a loss of a relationship potentially, or maybe some form of argument happening here for you guys between July and September 2016. Okay? These are two very strong cards, very clear in their intentions and what they mean to say. There is some worry here for you guys happening. Okay? But if we were to read it from the bottom, it could be that there is a worrying situation in those 3 months, maybe over some petty argument or a squabble, or even some separation or upset over a relationship. There is some heartbreak here, and maybe you guys are upset over it during those 3 months. Maybe the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords, if I were to look at them as what they mean, 2 pages in a reading, which I understand sometimes can mean a worrisome situation happening. It could mean, because I'm looking at the Page of Swords and he's looking to take a swipe at the Page of Wands. There's something that you guys want to do here that somebody's trying to attack or interfere with, I feel, in those 3 months. And there's some worry over that, I feel. Okay? But with Justice, it would say, don't worry too much about it, because it is the Major Arcana card. And the Major Arcanas always outweigh the Pip and the Court cards. So I feel, reading from the bottom upwards, yes, there is going to be some worry here. There's going to potentially be some upset. It could be a heartbreaking relationship. It could be something that didn't work out. It could be something that really does affect you. And I feel that somebody is going to try and take advantage of a situation with some of you guys. But Justice, as the only Major Arcana card sitting here, tells me they're not going to get very far with it. Okay, because you will have justice. Things are going to come good for you with that card. And let's have a look at what the general energy is. What is the general advice, universe, that you have for Capricorns between July and September 2016? Show me the general energy. Show me what the advice is. What advice are you giving on this reading, please, for Capricorn between July and September 2016? The Hierophant, okay? The Hierophant is seeking wisdom. This can also be a card to do with the courts as well. Somebody making a decision on something here. I do feel strongly, very, very strongly, you're going to have justice in those next 3 months. I really do. I feel that people will try and take advantage of the situation. I do sense maybe a troublemaker, maybe a couple of them showing up in that Five of Swords and also that Page of Swords. They're going to try and piss on something or do something that stops you from getting ahead or stops you from doing something here. And there is going to be some worry over that. But justice is, in the 6 cards, your only Major Arcana, and that outweighs everything else, Capricorn. You will have justice. And with that Hierophant, the Hierophant for me decrees it. Okay? The Hierophant is seek higher wisdom. Alright? There are rules and regulations that need to be adhered to. These guys in the Five of Swords, as I'm reading them and seeing them, and also that Page of Swords person. Page of Swords is also a character that stands up for the truth, but it can be a nasty little bastard at the same time. So I'm seeing these 2 people here are the people that are causing the worry. Okay? They're right above your head as well. Right above it. So I would say that this Hierophant is all about rules and regulations that must be adhered to. And that Five of Swords and the Page of Swords characters aren't adhering to it. They're trying it on. But seriously, they're not going to get very far because you've got justice on your side here. And as your advice card, you've got the Hierophant. You can't go outside of justice. You can't go outside of the norms. You can't go outside of the tradition and values. You might try to, but you can't do it. They can't do it, okay? So you are okay for those 3 months. Yep, you might go through a little bit of discomfort to do with the situation. I feel maybe 2-3 people, maybe at the most, but you will have your justice because the Hierophant decrees it, and so does Justice card. Okay. And your final cards to show between October and December 2016. Let's have a look. Brilliant. Okay. Lovely. Yep. Okay. It's interesting combinations. Universe Spirit, show me what advice you have for Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon and Rising signs between October and December 2016. Show me the advice card. Show me what the advice card is between October and December 2016 for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising sign. King of Pentacles again. That's interesting. That's you guys. That fell out for Virgo. A lot of success happening for the Earth signs. We've got you guys manifesting something. Your ships are definitely coming in between those 3 months. Okay, so whatever it is that you've been waiting to arrive, it finally does. Because we also have the Empress here. This is creativity. This is abundance. This is fertility. This is real growth and expansion. Both cards. 3 of Wands, Empress card, a lot of expansion going on for you guys there in the last 3 months of the year. A lot. Those are 2 fantastic cards. They're about success, gain, wealth, abundance, and we can see that in the advice card, that there is a high level of success there for you Capricorns, okay? And I feel that it's going to be through your own endeavours. 3 of Wands can also be a travel card. The Empress card can be motherland. So for some of you guys, if you're in a different country to your own, it could be literally, I feel, travelling back to the motherland, travelling back to the land of your birth, that type of thing, okay? I am seeing potential birth for some of you guys, pregnancy. 3 of Wands can often be ships coming in, waiting for something to arrive, waiting for the manifestation. And the Empress card is the pregnancy card, okay? The Sun card directly underneath that could represent children. It is new life, it is new birth, it is positivity. So I see a lot of positivity happening for you guys here with that Sun card. Okay. We've also got the King of Cups here. Could be a Gemini, Scorpio, Pisces. Sorry, not Gemini. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian male coming in. Okay, during those 3 months. I don't know whether it's a romantic relationship. I don't feel it is for some reason. I think it's a very good friend. If it's not, then maybe it's your partner. But I'm seeing a lot of positivity around this individual, potentially for you guys. Could even be maybe father of your child or something like that. But there's a lot of positivity around a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian man. It doesn't have to be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. It can just be a very kind character that's coming into your life or is in your life. Very positive, lovely situation there. We do have 9 of Pentacles showing as your last card. This is you guys, Capricorn. This is a lot of success coming in for you guys. 9 of Wands also shows up. That's an interesting combination because I'm looking at the guy looking over at this lady here. Usually that 9 of Wands can be a card about perseverance, in it for the long haul, not being afraid, being courageous. I feel that you're going to be very courageous in moving something forward in your life during those last 3 months, okay? And this is why we see the King of Pentacles there, top of your tree, top of your game. Had a lot of struggles there, Capricorn, through the year, but you're going to be coming through it fine. A lot of financial gain with that King of Pentacles. It sees you in a very powerful position, I feel, financially wise. I'm seeing a lot of stability here for you guys by the end of December 2016. A lot of financial stability. This could even be somebody that you could rely on. Okay, King of Pentacles is often a very reliable individual. He's also the individual that a lot of women would like to marry because he's very kind of materially stable. He's very advanced in what he wants to do. But as an advice card, I would say that all struggles lead to success, because the King of Pentacles has struggled and struggled and struggled, and look where he is now. So it's saying even though you may have some struggles during the year, by the end of the year, you're going to be sitting in a very, very prominent, powerful place in your life, Capricorn. Okay? And let's have a look at the angel card that comes up for you. Angel Spirit, just give me guidance. What do you want the Capricorns to know? Tell me what the advice you want to give to Capricorns for 2016. Show me the advice card for Capricorn during 2016. Show me. Show me the advice card for Capricorn, please, for 2016. Show me the advice card that you have. What is the advice for Capricorn, please, during 2016? Show me the advice. What advice you have for Capricorn, please? Show me. Oh, one just flew out there. That is the weirdest thing, because this showed up for Virgo as well. That is odd, really odd. Knight of Michael again. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. It's telling you to go for stuff, basically, Capricorn. It's telling you that if you have an idea, act on it. Action is always imperative in success, okay? Not to procrastinate, okay? There's going to be success for you guys. Let me just read this to you. Knight of Capricorn. Sorry, Knight of Michael. Knight of Swords, that is in the normal tarot. If I can find him. Here we go, Knight of Michael. Okay, time for swift action. It will be necessary to move with great decisiveness and confidence. Develop a plan and know exactly how to carry it forward. There is a great deal of activity. This card encourages you to follow your mind over your heart for the results you desire. While you're urged to act quickly, you mustn't act impulsively. So that's wonderful, because I feel that at the beginning of the reading, you know, we did say that through procrastination or giving mixed messages or holding your guard up, you were at risk of losing something between January and March. And I really feel that all through the year, so much has affected you. But I feel through 2016, what the universe is saying is it's time to move. So when you need to move, move. Think about your actions. Think about where you're going, how you're going to do it. Plan methodically, but then go in for the kill and take that action no matter what, okay? Just take the action. Do not act impulsively during 2016, as I said to Virgo, but at the same time, you need to strike while the iron is hot, okay? Or else you'll lose the momentum. And that's what was happening at the beginning of the year, because you failed to act, you lost out, okay? You gave somebody mixed messages, or you just thought about something for too long until the fire and the passion and the investment was all gone. So you need to think about something, make a plan of action, and then move through it quite decisively, knowing that you've thought about all the pitfalls and then go for it. But if you stay in fear, that's where you'll stay, Capricorn, for the whole year, okay? So the message from the angels is it's time to move quickly and it's time to be decisive. There are a lot of changes, it looks like, coming in for you guys. Not too many, but there looks like it's going to be a year of kind of ups and downs. It's not great downs, because we don't have the Tower card or death or anything like that. And even those cards are really good in moving us forward. But I do feel that there's going to be a lot of movement here for you guys, and it is time really to kind of act on those things. Okay, Capricorn, that is your reading for 2016. I will be back with your year ahead reading, your year ahead life reading, okay, coming up very shortly. And thank you for your time, guys. Bye-bye.